Breaking news. Gold has been found in San Francisco, California on a sawmill owned by John Sutter. The mill is located on the South Fork of the American River. We are very fortunate that today John Sutter and his employee James Marshall will be joining us for a short interview. Thank you for joining us today. I know there have been a lot of questions that people have been asking. Let's see if we can clear some of this confusion up. First off, when did you first discover gold?
On January 24th, James was working on the sawmill when he found traces of gold. He immediately brought me the gold in complete amazement. At first I did not believe what I was hearing until James showed me. I was in such shock.
Wow, that's exciting. Why did you want to keep this huge discovery a secret?
We wanted to keep the fortune for ourselves. We knew we could make a lot of monies for our families. However, thanks to California newspapers, word spread rapidly.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Good luck with future gold discoveries.
Thank you for having us.
A couple weeks ago, James K. Polk, our 11th president, notified Congress of the gold discovery in his annual message, making the United States and the whole world realize that earlier reports were indeed true. Gold fever has broken out in the eastern United States, and thousands have made arrangements to go to California. As great as the possession of gold sounded, many did not realize how difficult and dangerous the journey to California would be. The sea travelers risked storms around Cape Horn, Chile, and tropical disease across Panama. By land, they had to deal with harsh conditions, poorly charted trails, and hostile Native Americans. Today, we will be talking with two travelers who saw gold in California and about all the dangers they faced.
Hi, thank you for having us.
So, we know that your journey was difficult. Please give us some details.
Well, after learning of gold in San Francisco, my friends and I formed a company, hoping to defray the cost of travel. We decided to travel by sea, thinking it would take less time. However, we did not take into consideration the harsh waters and diseases we would face. As time went on, many of us became weak and ill, and some even faced death.
Wow, that's tragic. How does this compare to your land route?
When I first heard of the gold found in San Francisco, I immediately packed up and planned my route. However, I was not prepared for the dangerous weather, lack of food and purified water, and attacks from Indians. Being an immigrant, I knew nothing about traveling along the plains and over mountains. It certainly made my trip more strenuous. I quickly became exhausted, hungry, and weak. But the thought of making a better living for my entire family kept me going.
Wow, what a touching story. On your journey, did you encounter Death Valley?
Yes, the toughest part of my entire journey was traveling through the desert west of the mouth of the Gila River. Thank God for the Relief Society in Sacramento that delivered medical and food supplies. Fortunately, with their help, I was able to survive, but many others did not. That is how the desert got its name, Death Valley.
That's awful. Thank you both for joining us today and sharing your interesting but very different traveling experiences.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that we understand the difficult and sometimes devastating experiences the people traveling to California had, let's ask some inhabitants of San Francisco about their newly changed lifestyles.
Thank you for having me today.
It's my pleasure. So what has changed the most since the gold discovery in your hometown?
Well, certainly the population growth is the most shocking. Before the gold rush began in 1848, California had a population of 14,000. Today, a year later, there's an estimated 100,000.
Wow, that's a dramatic change. What else can you tell me about the changes in San Francisco?
Well, San Francisco has become a metropolis of the gold country. There are over 100 mining camps. Because of the extreme population growth, there are many new stores and businesses that have begun. In fact, my own wife has started a new housekeeping business. She went from making $10 a day to $20 a day.
Whoa, that's crazy. Now let's bring in our next guest, an overseer at the San Francisco mine.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So how has life been for you after your arrival in California?
It's been very tough. It's a lot different than I expected. The mines are crowded, dirty, and there are barely any women there.
That's rough. What do you do in your spare time, if you have any?
Of course I have spare time. My friends and I escape from the work life by engaging in strength, endurance, and speed contests. At night, we like to spend time at saloons, gambling, and, of course, meeting women.
Well, it sounds like you enjoy yourselves at night. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Remember to tune in to MSJ News for the latest updates on the gold.